holy hush around us, blessing glory in this place. Surely the presence of joy is in this place. Surely the presence of peace is in this place. I can feel its lovely power and its grace. There's a holy truth within us that will never replace. Surely the presence of peace is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel its tender power in this place. There's a holy glow within us that nothing can erase. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Here we are, the Sunday following Thanksgiving. And I trust that each of us had exactly the type of Thanksgiving we chose to have. And I hope that each of us felt gratitude for the abundance and the love and the joy and the peace that we have in our lives. But I hope you felt, I don't know, kind of a fulfillment. As we get older, there's a joy about how peaceful life can become, and how we just take it as it comes and actually enjoy it, even the crummy stuff. We somehow enjoy it a little bit. And eat just when you think it couldn't possibly get any better than having a wonderful Thanksgiving. You come to Church of the Oaks on this particular Sunday, and oh my goodness, I would like each of you to put all the stuff that you carried in the door with you, just put it right there on the seat next to you, and just open your mind and your heart and your feelings and experience what you're going to experience today. It's a beautiful bit of abundance that we don't get an opportunity to partake of and be aware of very often. So we're going to start this wonderful day with a very unique and different type of mini message.
So yes, I'm giving the mini message today, and get out my little thing that tells me what exactly I'm saying to y'all. Okay. So my angels are going to bring in a certain kind of presence here that you all are helping me with. So if you could just tune into that, it would help too, because it's like one of the first times I've ever public spoken at all. So today I'm talking to you about the power of intention, and also how to actually have intentions that happen. Like if you want a really good sandwich, it's gonna happen. You're not gonna make peanut butter and jelly with that jelly from like 2 months ago. So intention is really important because a clear one will tell like the universe and the divine spirit what we need, and that's you would think you could do that anytime, but sometimes we're not in a space to directly manifest it. I mean, how often are you just a little, like, I don't know, grumpy and you can't think that you need a healing? So you want to stay grumpy. Happens to me all the time. So one example of an intention that I gave is on Friday in 2018, I think, there was a retreat that I wanted to go to, but of course I had school. So it wasn't so much that I actually thought that, oh, I really need to go to this. It was more I felt that, wouldn't it be nice to go to this? And guess what? School was canceled because of the smoke from the fires. So I got to go to that retreat, and I mean, the next week, I mean, next entire chunk until the next time I had a spiritual breakthrough like that, it was just beautiful. And, that was just really powerful. I didn't know I was going to be able to go there, and school wasn't canceled for that long. It was really just, like, I think that week until the next Sunday afterwards, and then I had school again on Monday. But I mean, if the fires hadn't happened at that exact time, I might not have gone. And that doesn't mean that the fires were good or anything, but it just ended up aligning to help. I mean, something else could have happened, or I could have just gotten it at home somehow, or the day could have changed, but it was just perfect. And, I didn't think to myself, like, I'm going to go to this and the fires are going to happen and it's going to be great. No. So, I mostly just felt it in my heart. You can't think about that kind of thing because I find often I don't necessarily believe it's going to happen because I'm just thinking about it. And thought, it has to be conscious feeling through your heart and your spirit. And, it's hard sometimes. I mean, there are so many things that can just go wrong. Something, it might not be aligned, or you might not actually know what you want, and like I said, you might not actually believe that your intention will do anything. But there's always divine, like, around you. You have angels, I can see it. So when you have a clear mind, you're not trying to think about what you want. Sometimes I don't know what I want and I just have a feeling, like just feel. I don't know like what's going to happen, but I know that my angels will provide it. So yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Everyone close your eyes and take a deep breath. And think about something you need, and not think, but like feel it. Maybe you have a symbol that's going to go in your space and it'll just be carried throughout whenever you need it. It can be a year from now. It can be on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, you need a healing. And just whatever it is, sandwich again, just feel it. And really let it settle. It's important. Okay. Now let's slowly open our eyes. And I want you, whenever you set that for, if you even had a time just throughout this week, to remember that you did it, not necessarily to try and do anything about it, and see what will manifest. Because I know something will for each of you. And you just have to pay attention. So it's my mini message. Thank you.
Ananda, thank you so very much. One more time, shall we? Yeah. Well, he was thinking that, I was thinking, I just want to keep my job. I daresn't make a mistake, huh? Yeah. I just think that was such a gift. Thank you, young man. And I trust getting better. At this time, Lori and Julie and Sylvan, please, as you wish.
So following that, if you could pull out your piece of paper, your work folder, your bulletin, and on the back is a little poem called Autumn Blessings. And we could think of the blessings as being intentions that are coming to us. The leaves are falling all around, or maybe the leaves are things that are leaving us. As the green leaves the leaf, then the colors within the leaf, as Julie taught me, show up. So as the green is leaving, the yellow shows. What in our life are we maybe letting go of, and then noticing the yellow of the new thing appearing in our life as the spiritual bounds. So we're going to teach you this song. You may already know the melody, it's a common melody, and then I'm just going to teach you the song, and then we'll talk. Autumn blessings, your turn. Autumn blessings, leaves are falling all around. Leaves are falling, green is leaving, yellow showing. Spirit's work abounds. Spirit's work abounds. Let's try singing the whole thing a couple times. Autumn blessings, leaves are falling all around. Green is leaving, yellow showing. Spirit's work abound. Autumn blessings, leaves are falling all around. Green is leaving, yellow showing. Spirit's work abounds. Great. Wonderful singing. We're going to sing it 3 times, starting with this half of the room. And then when we come to the word green, this side of the room will start and sing it as we'll sing it as a round. Excuse me. Autumn blessings, leaves are falling all around. Autumn yellow showing, leaves are falling all around. Green is leaving, yellow showing, leaves are falling all around. Autumn yellow showing, leaves are falling all around. Green is leaving, yellow showing, leaves are falling all around. Green is leaving, yellow showing, leaves are falling all around. Green is leaving, yellow showing, Spirit's work abounds.
Thank you very much. And good morning.
Good morning.
Did everyone have a nice wind cherry and chocolate nuts? I don't know. Sunday. We are going to have potluck today, and rumor has it that we've got a couple fiddle players and a guitarist here today, and Ananda and Sylvan are going to play the fiddles, and I'm going to strum a little rhythm guitar to it, or Julie will, kind of over while we're having some potluck. So you may care to hang out for that if you wish to. Wednesday evenings are on sabbatical till who knows. Thursday,
December 9th.
December 9th. I'm glad we have a date on that now. December 9th, Thursday morning, 10 o'clock in the hall. Up several weeks ago, maybe 5 weeks ago, we kind of had a meeting during our fellowship. Maybe it was during the last potluck. Maybe it was a month ago. And we talked about, it was our intention, both mental and heartfelt intention. On that, the first follow-up was we had Council on Aging send Lee Grafton in to talk to us about opportunities to volunteer for the Council on Aging. Well, something kind of cool has happened. COTS, the community on the shelter list down in Petaluma, they're a little difficult to talk to sometimes, getting a live person. But we succeeded in that. We have a partnership with COTS in our rental of our Rose Cottage, and it has turned into a very wonderful situation of what's that called, Wade? Transitional housing. But COTS has other things going on, tiny house things, and all different kind of opportunities for us as a congregation and as individuals to participate in. And the director, her name is Jules, can't say her last name, it won't come out of my head, but Wayne and I, on the 21st of December, are meeting with her. She is kind of in charge of almost everything that's going on. And she's going to give us a tour of the Mary Isaac Center. And we're going to have a tour of the Mary Isaac Center, and then we're going to sit down and talk about all the different things that COTS is doing, and we will report back, and maybe we will be able to get someone in whatever you might find is interesting or have questions about to come and talk to us as a congregation on a Sunday. So I think last Sunday in January, we aren't going to have like an official board meeting in December, but we're going to do some email stuff, I'm thinking, at some point, like a draft of the budget so people can be thinking about it for the budget and the slate of officers prior for our January board meeting to pass that on to the congregation to vote on the last Sunday of January, which will be a potluck as well. So you'll hear more about that. On the 12th of December, 2 weeks from today, we're going to have Laura Benward, and she has a friend she's bringing with her, and Debbie will be playing piano, and we're going to have another Sunday of very special music. So lots of good things coming up for all of us. Are there any other announcements? Oh, the flower thing, the flower list. Who's kind of ramrodding the flower list? Anybody?
Nobody
You.
really. Nobody does.
Well, somewhere over in the hall, there's a calendar. We're going to have it on the stage, and Christmas, the whole Christmas season, the whole month of December would be a wonderful opportunity to share some beauty because it's usually rainy and damp and cold. So you can sign up on that. And one other thing I just remembered, next Saturday from 10 till 4, the city of Cotati, the Cotati Farmers Market people, and the Cotati Chamber of Commerce get together, and next Saturday they're having shop and stroll downtown. And from 10 to 4, there's live music all day, and there will be 47 vendors on the street downtown. They're going to shut off Main Street for a couple of blocks. And nice things, Christmas bargains, gives you a chance to patronize our merchants and our local businesses. So that might be a nice thing to do to get ready for, it's supposed to be a beautiful day actually. So that's that. Any other announcements? And Michael O'Brien, thank you for being here today. It's great to see you. Now, we're going to stand up and sing an old song but I think the words are different than the ones I learned when I was a kid. So let's turn to 308 in the Wings, a song, and sing that old song, Bringing in the Sheaves.
And I changed the key. That's okay.
Oh, that's whatever.
Sowing in the morning, sowing seeds of kindness, sowing in the noontime, in the dewy, waiting for the harvest and the time of reaping. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves. Sowing in the sunshine, sowing in the shadows, fearing neither clouds nor winter chilling breeze. By and by the harvest and the labor ending, we shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves.
And now, traditionally, it's time to greet each other in whatever way you are comfortable with. Perhaps it's a hug, perhaps it's namaste.
Good morning, tech person.
I used to work for Cox for 5 years. Is that right? Oh my God.
Thank you for watching me on that side. You're a little slim.
I used to work for them. That's what I heard you talk about. I thought that seems like that's great you're doing that to the regular.
Good job, your son. Oh, I did get it, yeah.
Whatever you're going to do. That's so great. You go down to curiosity.
Yeah.
We got good people here, Michael. Yeah, absolutely. Really got Tonight's a mental.
You know, there's a little fun fact that Michael just told me. Go ahead and get ready. I'm just going to talk for a moment. But little fun fact, Michael was just telling me that he used to work for COTS in their maintenance department for several years. So it's isn't it amazing how people that really care kind of keep bumping into each other as we go through life? Isn't it amazing how that happens? All right, Lori and Sylvan and Julie, do your thing.
Thanks, Patrick. So a year ago, wintertime, I was looking at the oak trees, the ones that dropped their leaves, and I was just so grateful for the reflection outside of what I was feeling inside that winter. It just was reassuring that something else felt the same kind of barrenness that I felt that winter, and I had that beauty to enjoy. So the song that Judy Collins made famous, Winter Sky, kept coming through my mind, and I found a poem about oak trees, and I set that to music to sound like a little English art song, and I mixed it up with the winter sky, which I'm going to call autumn sky today, and here it is. Oh, I've got to do a little change here. The harp goes in different keys, and I need to be in a completely different one. I'm supposed to make this look like it's beautiful to watch, this putting up of the letters. Sing for the oak tree, the monarch of the wood. Sing for the oak tree that groweth green and good, that groweth tall and branching within the forest glade, that groweth tall and yet shall grow when we are newly laid. Sing for the oak tree, the monarch of the wood. Out under the winter sky, autumn. Out under the autumn sky, stars come trembling to my. I feel like something's gonna die. I feel like something's gonna die. I feel like something's gonna die, and green wings for to fly. Sing for the oak tree, the monarch of the wood. Sing for the oak tree that groweth green and good, that groweth tall and branching within the forest glade, that groweth tall and yet shall grow when we are newly laid. Sing for the oak oak tree, the monarch of the wood. And I feel like something's being born. I feel like something's being born. I feel I'm born. Tells my soul not to mourn. Sing for the oak tree, the monarch of the wood. Sing for the oak tree that groweth green and gold.
Dear people, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. So anybody not happy about being here? Anybody want their money back? What an amazing day this is. Being. Abundance. Prosperity. The love and the appreciation and the caring. Like I was just talking about, the people that care keep bumping in. We got a whole room full of people right here that it's an amazing community. We have such an abundance. My dear friends, you, every one of you, is that abundance and prosperity. Let's read together our affirmation of abundance, please. When we transform abundance and prosperity from a perception to a consciousness, our lives will be enriched beyond any definition of tangible value. We will be that abundance and prosperity. May we ponder that a moment, please, Maestro. Thank you, Michael. Well, a little bird has spoken to me this morning and let me know that Julie and Sylvan and Lori have more abundance they want to share with you. They have a gift for each one of you. Julie, do you want to do your thing?
Just for our practice, everyone needs a leaf. So just pass the basket and pick a leaf.
if you don't take a leaf, you're going to have to get your hand stamped. Just don't know. All right, let's sing together in the stillness of the silence, number 97 in the wings.
The stillness of the silence, I am one with perfect mind. I am healed, I live in freedom. Joy now fills me, thrills me, and in the stillness of the silence, I am one with God. I am wise, my thoughts are loving. Peace now fills me, thrills me, mind and heart. In the stillness of the silence, I am one with God the Word. I am trusting as I listen. Faith now fills me, thrills me, mind and
So Lori and I went a walk a week ago, and I've been fortunate to do a walk that was both about natural history and observation, but also about contemplative practices that get us to stop and slow down, and maybe even to begin to invite people to notice that nature sometimes has a message for us in this day, in this moment, or maybe as we wait on something we're discerning, but we're attentive to what's going on around us to get that message or that answer. So we were inviting people to do this on this walk, and I had been thinking about this idea of autumn, and I'm trying to do a walk each season so that we begin to pay attention to the rhythm of a whole year. And I had found some writing that talked about the paradox of autumn, that autumn's a time when we look to nature and things are releasing. Seeds are falling, walnuts, acorns like crazy this year, and of course leaves and other things. And it's also a time when we tend to have a great abundance around us of all the things we planted, maybe both physical seeds that come to fruit and also dreams we planted long ago that also might be bearing fruit. And we take notice of that in this time of harvest and gathering. And I kind of thought it was interesting that there was this releasing and this gathering, and it felt sort of like a paradox. And I like things that are kind of a paradox. But what actually came to me as I talked and ruminated on this and reflected on this was that it's not a both one or the other. It's a both and. A both and. At the same time we're releasing, abundance is coming. There's never a stop. It's a continuum always. Just like nature shows us all the time that those know about mulch. Mulch is a great source of compost and holding moisture in and nutrients for new things to give birth. So this is a poem that Lori and I found by Ruth Haley Barton, and it's called A Sabbath in Late Fall. And today is considered a Sabbath day. This is also an interesting day. It's the beginning in some people's traditions of Hanukkah, the season of the Festival of Lights. So light coming into these longer, darker days, and that's also the beginning in the Christian calendar of Advent, of coming into the world. So it's just an interesting time to be ruminating on this. So Lori and I are going to do this poem as a practice. So I'm going to read it with the spaciousness and time to let you ponder. And something might reside. And I'll probably do it twice if it's not too long, so that the first time you can just relax and listen. If that means closing your eyes and sitting back in your seat and getting comfortable and dropping into a deeper breathing, I'd invite that. And the second time I'll invite you to maybe do something else with the reading. So just relax and enjoy. Sometimes on the Sabbath, all you can do is settle into the soft body of yourself and listen to what it says. Listen to the exhaustion that is deeper than tiredness, the hunger that is for more than food, the thirst that is for more than drink, the longing for comfort that is more than physical. On the Sabbath, body and soul reach out for time of a different sort. Time that is full of space rather than activity. Time to watch the burning bush in your own backyard. The movement of the wind among bare branches. The last leaf that clings to the branch before its final letting go. Letting go is hard. Letting go of that which no longer works. That which no longer brings joy and meaning. And that which is no longer full of life. It seems cruel that something that used to be so beautiful should fall to the ground, sinking into the earthy mud along with everything else that is dying, no longer recognizable for what it used to be. It seems cruel, but it is the way of things. One generation gives its life for the rest. One season slips away so another can come. One crop of fruit falls from the tree so that more can be born. One wave recedes while another gathers strength to crash upon the shore. It seems cruel, but it is the rhythm of things. And rhythm has its own beauty. So I'm going to invite you for the second reading to notice your breathing. Maybe it's already slowed down, but maybe you can feel your belly doing that nice thing where it relaxes and you breathe in and it expands. And you can hold it, breathe out until that intake fills up that belly. And you push that air out again. Engage some good breathing. And this time when I read, see if there is a word that stands out, a word that shimmers, a phrase that has energy, something that might be speaking just to you as you hold this leaf that is in a process of turning into something new. Sometimes on the Sabbath, all you can do is settle into the soft body of yourself and listen to what it says. Listen to the exhaustion that is deeper than tiredness, the hunger that is for more than food, the thirst that is more than drink, the longing for comfort that is more than physical. On the Sabbath, body and soul reach out for a time of a different sort. Time that is full of space rather than activity. Time to watch the burning bush in your own backyard. The movement of wind among bare branches. The last leaf that clings to the branch before its final letting go. Letting go is hard. Letting go of that which no longer works. That which no longer brings joy and meaning, and which is no longer full of life. It seems cruel that something that used to be so beautiful should fall to the ground, sinking into the earthy mud along with everything else that is dying. No longer recognizable for what it used to be. It seems cruel, but it is the way of things. One generation gives its life for the next. One season slips away so another can come. One crop of fruit falls from the tree so that more can be born. One wave recedes and while another gathers strength to crash on a shore. It seems cruel, but it is the rhythm of things. And rhythm has its own beauty.
Julie and Lori, thank you very much. Well, this is your lucky day, your day of great fortune. I had a 15-minute talk planned, and we've got 2 whole minutes left. So I'm going to share with you just a little bit of what I feel in this moment. We've heard today about our intention, our feeling of intention. We've experienced the beauty of autumn. And these seasons of life, these cycles, every week, every month, you can have a complete cycle of life experience in a day. When you wake in the morning, that is the spring of the day. That's when you come alive. You get a little coffee and you're going on, and you start creating all of the events that are going to fill your day. You plant seeds of intention, seeds of hopes and desires. And then you begin manifesting all of that, working it all out, watering the seeds that you've planted, doing the labor of the day. And then as the evening comes, the autumn of your day, you may harvest the satisfaction, the love, the joy of each experience. And prepare yourself for your time of rest and rejuvenation that could be called winter or night. The process, the planting of seeds, the manifesting of those intentions and hopes and dreams, and then the harvest of what you have created and what you have experienced. And what I said earlier, the longer we live this life, the longer we go through these cycles, whether it be daily, monthly, weekly, yearly, the more we learn to appreciate the experience rather than the dollars or keeping score or trying to determine what was good and what was not good. It's all joy. The joy of living and experiencing life. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to stand up and say, I've got joy. Because this life, all of the experiences, they're meant to bring us enrichment of life and love and joy. And so it is. Thank you to all of the people who participated this morning. And Ananda and our musicians, if you would please join me at the end of the service so people can express their gratitude.
I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I've got the peace of blessed understanding down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the peace of understanding down in my heart, down in my heart to stay.
A little amen, shall we? Amen.